back office systems. So much so that, I think similarly, I think, the manufacturing industry needs to be given an impetus to be able to become self-sufficient, self-sustaining. And I think that's where India can reduce its dependence on, imported material for such large infrastructure projects.
Right, you're right. And, when we talk about as basic raw material for infrastructural needs, is that all right? Or should India be looking inwards for all its raw material needs?
And at this point in time, it has to be a healthy balance between the two, because, setting up steel plants and doing all of that is not going to happen overnight. And so if we are getting a competitive rate from China or from other parts of the world, I think it's fair enough to import it as long as the vision is to build our infrastructure. And I think if it's coming at a cost that's less than even probably an indigenous production at this point in time, we shouldn't dwell too much on it. And I think we need to focus on actually building it out. The United States is doing the same thing right now. While they're trying to reestablish themselves in terms of self-sufficiency from,
inwards towards India. And this all becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, because there you have it. On one hand, you have the infrastructure that is being built. On the other hand, there are
एक हुंकार भरी थी शहीद भगत सिंह ने, और 200 साल की गुलामी की जंजीर पिघलकर पारा पारा हो गई थी। आज एक बार फिर वही हुंकार भरी पंजाब के मुख्यमंत्री भगवंत सिंह मान ने। मकसद आजादी के 75 साल बाद भी बुनियादी सुविधाओं से वंचित जनता को उनके अधिकार दे।
मुझे उनकी बॉडी बहुत सेक्सी लगती है, तो मेरे लिए एवरीथिंग स्टैंड्स आफ्टर माय जिम। आई हैव टेकन द लाइफ चैलेंज। अगर मुझे बॉडी में दर्द नहीं हो तो मुझे से लगता था मैंने कुछ किया है।
कदम कदम पर कल्चर की रंगीनियां, गली में फैलाए आसमां।
We are focusing on value addition as farmers seek to boost their farm income. There's a growing interest in enhancing the value of raw agricultural products. This can be achieved through various means such as cleaning, packaging, processing and distributing nowadays. Adding value is more about the selling experience and intangible attributes rather than just the product itself. Due to regulations in food processing, some may opt for alternative ways to add value, like producer-controlled processing for energy or non-food uses. Additionally, smaller scale options like crafting flower arrangements or making handmade soaps from sheep and goat milk are also gaining popularity. The stark contrast between raw and processed foods amplifies the profit margin for sellers of the final product, often more than doubling their earnings. Yet the pressing question remains, how can farmers transition into value-added production and become sellers of end products as well? Joining us at this point live is Sharat Kohli, senior economist. We also have Sanjay Nath Singh, Secretary General, All India Farmers Association, joining us live. Let me make a start with you first, Sanjay Nath Singh, on how we can go about value addition for farmers.
Of a government action, but I think this was the demand that most of the farmer leaders, including Mr. Sarat Joshi, had asked for more than 20 years. And then we had these farm laws, which would have given a free market situation for the companies having agricultural, who are into the agricultural food packaging and things like that. Then only something will happen. Otherwise, entire infrastructure, the entire
case, be it a product which is an agricultural product, be it a product which is in the cosmetic space as well. A value addition overall is very, very important, isn't it, Sharat? And that is something that perhaps farmers also need to look at.
I think they will be able to relate to what I'm saying. When you go and buy, let's say, on an as-is, whereas even after training, some of the farmers may find reservations. So the startups can reach the farmers. So the present long chain, I'm sure Sanjay would agree, now taking as the cream. The 2 rupee tomato being bought by a consumer for 50 rupees. Now, where is the 48 rupees going? It's going to this 4-level chain that I spoke of. Some goes into hoarding as well. So I think this chain will cut down. So it will have a two-pronged advantage. One, the chain gets cut down. Two, value addition happens. So I would encourage, I think the government must immediately start with Startup India is already in place. I think what you can do is we can offer special incentives to those startups who are right now. The incentive for startup is that if you're a registered startup for 7 years, you get a 3-year tax exemption. That's one of the advantages. We can introduce some more incentives for startups who want to come forward, go down to the villages, buy the produce of the farmers, or market along with farmers, that they can keep some portion for themselves, produce in the times to come. Uday.
Yes, yeah.
On his views of start Anand Dairy Amul model, because you look at it, it's such a huge brand today, Amul. Similarly, you could have a similar thing in food grains. You could have similar thing in vegetables, dehydrated vegetables, which could be marketed like the Safal is doing it. So this is something immediately we should get into it, and we have definitely educate our farmers. And as Dr. Sharat Wali said, we have to go to the villages, to the panchayats, and start talking over there. Now, unless until we reach up to them, there will be a lot of miscommunication, and people will make use of it, of the Indian agriculture. It may cause somewhat of disruption, but then it has to be done. Or it can be done previously it was done. It was suggested that we have a parallel run. You have the APMC and you have the open market, both being offered to the farmers. Now, this is in the country, maybe once in a while, a little bit, and then holding the entire country to and make India's farmers prosperous, so that they continue to prosper and they continue to do good farming, and India becomes a kind of a food bowl for the entire world. That is my aim. That is what I look for.
Okay, let me also bring in Manish Bharti. He's also joined us now. He's an agri-tech entrepreneur. Manish Bharti, how important is, you believe, this stress on value addition for overall increase in farmers' income, for overall increase in value of farmers' products and produce?
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, I reaching directly to the customers and selling directly to the customer is not the situation for the farmer, for the country, because the people like me are hardly 0.0000001%. Right. In India, it is not only Punjab. I'm sorry. It is not about just people who live around Delhi or people who live around Mumbai or Chennai. It is, when we say we are talking about the farmers in India, we are talking about each and every part of the country where the people are into agriculture business. And it is not that simple. We have a lot of startups, like I belong to Meerut, which is hardly 70 kilometers from Delhi. And a lot of startup people have approaches us, and they try to get kind of an agreement with us and want to procure vegetables. They are doing good because hardly 50 minutes or 1 hour drive is there from our place to Delhi and Ghaziabad and Noida. It's a big, huge market to cater. But the point is, are they actually helping the farmers? No, they are not. They are also, the only thing is that they have a different name. Instead of a Lalaji, instead of a Aarti, now we have a startup, a new startup, which is agri startup, who's directly contacting the farmers. So they are not getting in any kind of a long-term agreement with the farmers. They are not giving any kind of a price assurance to the farmer. There is no competition within those startups that they can improve the thing. Still, those people are banking on the Mandi system. The price that they are giving to the farmer is not the price that they wanted to procure. No, they are quoting the price of the Mandi. आज आलू इस भाव में था, वैसे ये रेट लगेगा. This is what the point is. Now I have a 20 acre of agriculture farm, which is 100% organic certified. I did organic farming for almost 8 years. Have a big scale land holdings with them, so they simply can't scale up the things. Very taken by one of our senior panelists, that you can do something like Amul or Safal, like you can get into a cooperative model. But again, I'm being a dairy farmer, that we overlook those the government policies' impact on farmer, because whatever we are producing is actually the basic necessity of the society. It is only that we just want a security that whatever we are producing and whatever the cost we're going to incur on producing those agri products, at least we should get a decent margin on it. Is it something evil that we are asking? And this is gain wealth, right? In the last 3 months, we have 3 big major policy shift in the government of India policy. First, they say we have banned, there will be no sugar export. Then they say that, okay, now no ethanol will be made out of sugar because because the price is going high. And now they've changed the entire policy. Now they say, okay, now you can export also the sugar and you can also make it ethanol. So very easily they can shift the policies in the favor of corporate. But what about the farmer?
Yes.
I'm an agri entrepreneur,
and
I had done a lot of work on it.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, it's all about, Sharad, moving away from, the dependence on the middleman, isn't it? Because the stark contrast between raw and processed foods, of course, shows amplifies the profit margins for sellers of the final product. And now there may be some regulations which are there under the food processing ministry and of course food processing laws, but there are alternative ways as well to add value. Like we were talking earlier about producer control processing for energy or non-food uses, smaller scale options like crafting flour arrangements, making made soaps from sheep and also goat milk, basically, being innovative.
Absolutely, I completely agree, and I would like to beg to differ with my previous panelists. There was a lot of dichotomy in what he said. I wasn't clear whether he's happy with his business or he's not happy with his business. I mean, this was not clear because first he was sounding very pessimistic about the small farmers.
एक हुंकार भरी थी शहीद भगत सिंह ने और 200 साल की गुलामी की जंजीर पिघलकर पारा पारा हो गई थी। आज एक बार फिर वही हुंकार भरी पंजाब के मुख्यमंत्री भगवंत सिंह मान ने मकसद आजादी के 75 साल बाद भी बुनियादी सुविधाओं से वंचित जनता को उनके अधिकार दिलाना, उन्हें वो सम्मानजनक जीवन देना जिसकी कल्पना शहीद आजम ने की थी। सफर आसान नहीं था क्योंकि 75 सालों से सरकारी पीड़ा सहन करती जनता भी शोषण, रिश्वत और कालाबाजारी को भाग्य का लिखा समझ बैठी थी। लेकिन एक दिन ये तस्वीर बदलनी थी और इसे वही बदल सकता था जिसके दिल में निस्वार्थ सेवा भाव हो, जिसने आम आदमी की समस्याओं को करीब से देखा हो, उसकी पीड़ा महसूस की हो। माननीय मुख्यमंत्री का मानना है कि उनकी सरकार की पहली जिम्मेदारी जनता के जीवन में आसानी लाना है। इसलिए उनकी सरकार सत्ता के गलियारे में नहीं, जनता के द्वारे पर होगी। लिहाजा उन्होंने सुनिश्चित किया कि पंजाब में अब किसी को भी राशन लेने के लिए दुकानों के चक्कर नहीं काटने होंगे, बल्कि हर महीने सरकार आपका राशन।
Everyone, I hope you are feeling motivated today. Welcome to Manage Well Season 2 with me, Divya Tusniyal. In this season, we are all about embracing a healthier, more active lifestyle. I am sure you all must be wondering if it's about health and fitness, then why have we named it Manage Well? The answer is that our most lavish wealth is our health, be it physical or mental. It's an absolute honor to have a fitness icon among us today. Our guest is not just a trainer, he's a powerhouse in transforming lives and inspiring millions with his dedication to health and wellness. So without further ado, let's give a warm welcome to the one and only Prashant Sawant. Hello Prashant.
Hello.
I'm good here, thank you. I must say Prashant, your dedication to promoting a healthy lifestyle is truly commendable. Your ability to not only transform bodies but also inspire a broader sense of well-being is something all the B-Town celebrities deeply appreciate. It's an absolute pleasure to have someone of your caliber on the show. Welcome Prashant, welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me here.
So Prashant, we saw you training with some of the Bollywood's biggest stars. That looked like so much fun. I must ask, What's your favorite thing about working with those high-profile celebrity clients?
Initially, yeah, I got that feeling when I really met Shah Rukh Khan first time.
Wow.
And because मेरे लाइफ में शाहरुख खान की शूटिंग देखने के लिए मैं 10 घंटा रास्ते पे खड़ा था और वही शूटिंग के लिए मैं उनके साथ ट्रैवल भी किया हूँ. So meeting him first time was a really, for me was, oh my God, like Shah Rukh Khan and the way he looked and you know, and then basically उनका जो approach था, जो first time मिलने का, so वो really वो amazing था. So I think that really strike me like being such a big star and the way he's so humble that you know his meeting me is like that way. So वही स्टार स्ट्रक था मैं, मतलब
उसके बाद नॉर्मल हो गया क्योंकि वो बहुत अप्रोचेबल
देन फिर भी बट टुडे आल्सो इफ आई मतलब मैं आज भी मिलता हूँ उनको तो मेरे लिए जब वो जिम में एंटर करते हैं तो आज भी वही लाइक शाहरुख खान है. तो मुझे लगता है कि मुझे एवरी डे व्हेन ही मीट मी लाइक आई गेट स्टार स्ट्रक लाइक ओ लाइक आई एम मीटिंग शाहरुख खान.
So, but then you've trained so many celebrities, more than over 300, I think. वरुण धवन और कितने को तो आपने ट्रेन किया है. तो
Yeah,
सबके
but
साथ
I
यही
think that
feeling
मेरे
रहती है
लिए
क्या?
मैं स्टार स्ट्रक नहीं कहूँगा, मेरे लिए एक रिस्पेक्ट है जो जैसे मैं अमित जी को भी मिल रहा हूँ, अभिषेक को मिला हूँ, अजय देवगन सर को मिला हूँ और उनके इट्स अ रिस्पेक्ट.
तो हम लोग जैसे ऑर्डिनरी लोग को लगता है कि ओ माय गॉड आप क्या पोजीशन में काम कर रहे हो, सबसे रोज मिल रहे हो नॉर्मली. सो वी समटाइम्स रियली फील जेलस विद योर प्रोफाइल आल्सो. लगता है कि
प्रोसेस एंड दैट इज
तो समटाइम्स बहुत डिफिकल्ट भी होता होगा कभी-कभी किसी स्ट्रांग पर्सनालिटी को हैंडल करना. आई मीन
आई डोंट थिंक सो.
सो इट्स ऑलवेज वेरी फ्री फ्लोइंग एंड इजी.
या फॉर मी आई बीन वेरी
देयर
लकी.
इज नेवर एनी रेजिस्टेंस और
मैं काफी लकी रहा हूँ मे बी.
Okay.
मुझे वैसे लोग ही नहीं मिले और जो मिले वो सब अच्छे मिले, जो सेलिब्रिटीज मिले वो भी अच्छे मिले. सो मुझे ऐसे बैड एक्सपीरियंस कभी आया नहीं.
नो नॉट एज अ बैड एक्सपीरियंस बट मे बी सम
टफ
डिफिकल्ट
तो
एक्सपीरियंस.
मतलब अगर मैं सॉफ्ट हूँ तो सॉफ्ट हूँ, मैं टफ हूँ तो फिर मैं अपने फ्लोर पे और वर्कआउट्स में टफ हूँ.
So when you
So-
say you are tough, so and with the big profiles which you're handling, like for example Shah Rukh Khan, so is there any kind of hesitation कि मैं ये कर सकता हूँ कि नहीं कर सकता हूँ, और can I push him this further away?
I think that he is the most easiest person to handle. मतलब
Okay.
मेरे लाइफ में अगर वो मेरे लाइफ में नहीं होते और उन्होंने मुझे ये अमित सर की बात करोगे जो अजय देवगन सर, they are all well prepared.
So Prashant, you have been a personal trainer for Shah Rukh for the last 20 years, and if I
हम लोग ने हमने 2019 से ही शुरू हुए थे. हम 25 साल से वर्कआउट, 20 तो हो चुके हैं, 25 साल से हम वर्कआउट करें. तो हमारा वर्कआउट हमेशा चलता है. मतलब हम ऐसे नहीं है कि मतलब हम मूवी के लिए प्रिपेयर करते. वी कीप डूइंग इट 3 to 4 times a week. मतलब कंसिस्टेंसी है जो मतलब यू नो SRK को उन्होंने जो कंसिस्टेंसी रखी इसके वजह से वो आज बॉडी इतनी अच्छी है, बट वो टाइम भी लगा है मतलब यू नो फॉर द हेक्टिक शेड्यूल. सो वहाँ पे उन्होंने फिर मैं वापस से जाके फिर जो एक्स्ट्रा मुझे करना था वो, बट पठान के जो हमने पूरे इसमें हमने काफ़ी चेंज किया था स्ट्रक्चर. थोड़े बड़े होने थे क्योंकि वो पठान था और यू नो वो लुक वैसे थे, लंबे बाल थे. आई थिंक जस्ट अगर सामने वाला आपको 200% दे रहा है तो टेक्नीशियन का काम इजी हो जाता है. तो आई थिंक मेरे लिए तो काफ़ी ईज आउट रहा है.
so when you actually achieved the result of 8 packs or 6 packs, what you were telling me, what was the first reaction of the people who actually saw him after so many months? Or
Yeah, when जब भी हम I think हम स्पेन गए थे, लोगों ने see the thing is ना he was looking very good.
yes,
And you know with the long hair and tell him like you know sexy लगती है. तो मुझे लगता है जो बॉडी उनकी जो बनी है, इंसान का वो ड्रीम होता है कि वैसे बॉडी ये सब बनाते हैं, अलग टाइप की बनती है. उनकी
Correct.
एक अलग टाइप की बॉडी बनी है. वो हमारा हमेशा से ब्रीफ था कि वो बॉडी होनी चाहिए जो मॉडल जो रैम्प पे चलते हैं उनको लड़के भी पसंद करते हैं और लड़कियां भी पसंद करती है. कि लड़कों को लगता है कि मेरी बॉडी वैसे
ऐसी हो.
कैसे में, लड़की बोलेगी कि मुझे लड़का कभी मिलेगा.
correct.
सो वो हमारा हमेशा वो था और हमको बॉडी भी वो टाइप की चाहिए थी. आई थिंक टुडे हिज बॉडी इज एट हिज एज इज टू गुड एंड आई थिंक आई डोंट थिंक सो देयर इज एनी लाइक यू नो एनीवन हैज दैट काइंड ऑफ फिजिक टुडे.
तो सिंस आपने इतना मेहनत किया है उनके ऊपर और दूसरों के ऊपर टू
हम
गेट देम
दोनों
व्हाट
ने
दे
मेहनत
अचीव.
किया.
हाँ,
मैंने
या दोनों
कुछ
ने
ज्यादा
मेहनत
नहीं
किया.
किया, उन्होंने मेरे से ज्यादा मेहनत किया.
ऑफ
क्योंकि
कोर्स.
मैं आपको रियल चीज बताता हूँ, जितनी इंजरीज उनको है और जितना पेन उनको है, उसके बावजूद यू नो टू कम टू द जिम विद दैट काइंड ऑफ एटीट्यूड और वो पॉजिटिविटी से, और आप हमें नहीं मालूम होता है कि वो कितना दर्द हो, कभी दिखाते नहीं है. सो यू नो एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम जब भी आपको वो 100%, तो हमें नहीं मालूम होता है कि उनको कितना पेन है, क्योंकि बोलते नहीं है. मुझे मालूम है बिकॉज मैं इतने साल से कर रहा हूँ. सो मैं स्लो ही जाता हूँ, और ये नहीं मुझे मतलब यू नो
To start your career, because we have heard that your story is from rags to riches. मतलब this is something which still gives me goosebumps. So I want to actually hear it.
होने में मैंने 1 साल में मैंने अपना ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन किया था.
Self transformation.
सेल्फ ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, नो ट्रेनर, नथिंग. मतलब अगर मुझे बॉडी में दर्द नहीं हो तो मुझे से लगता था मैंने कुछ किया नहीं. तो मेरे लिए मतलब एवरीथिंग स्टैंड्स आफ्टर माय जिम.
So what has been your biggest lesson in your life? I mean, because there must be some obstacles also. It is never a cakewalk for anyone.
Not really, to be very honest, because मुझे वो टाइप का काम कभी मिला नहीं. और जो भी मेरे पास आए उनकी रिक्वायरमेंट्स अलग थी. अगर उनकी रिक्वायरमेंट स्पोर्ट्स की होती तो मैं वो टाइप का ट्रेनिंग एडप्ट कर लेता.
So I'm sure our audience has gained valuable insight. Your expertise is truly inspiring. We've gained valuable knowledge from this whole conversation. And I can go on and on for next 2, 3, 4 hours with you like this. But all good things have to come to an end like this. But then it was really amazing to have this conversation with you. I'm telling this to you from the bottom of my heart. We will be right back after a short break. Welcome back to Manage Well Season 2. Incredible journey you've been on, from obscurity to training the most in-demand stars in Bollywood. It's no wonder that you have countless fans and followers inspired by you. Before we shift to geared into some quirky questions, let's have a huge round of applause again for Prashant. Okay. If you could train any Bollywood actor or actress, who would that be?
I think
Ek naam.
that Wolverine, that.
Okay. If you would have had a workout session with any historical figure, history में अगर जाते हैं कोई historical figure को train करना हो, वो कौन होगा?
I would choose Chhatrapati Shivaji.
अरे वाह. Share a fitness related joke that never fails to make you laugh. ऐसा कोई joke है जिसको सोच के हंसी आती है हमेशा?
मुझे लगता है आप पतले हो गए हो.